Hi, welcome to our 2026 project Pans. I have Lucinda and Olive, my cats, joining me on my lap. Hopefully you can get cozy while we talk about the upcoming projects. Today I'm going to be talking about two projects. I'm going to be doing three in 2026, all of which are based from the Fantastic Ladies collab group on Facebook. The third one I won't talk about until January 7th. That's when that one will start. The two that I'm going to talk about today go from January 1st to December 31st in 2026. I'm really excited to start these projects. I'm excited to show you the products that I have. I'm excited to see some of the work that I can make on them. But first off, we've got 4 seasons, and then the second project is for the love of pan. The 4 seasons was created by Amanda and Jessica. If you see me looking over here, it's just I have the information written down. If I'm looking over here, I'm looking at the cats. So I'll try to keep myself focused on the camera. But for the 4 seasons, this is based off of the seasons in nature. So the first one that I'll focus on will be winter from January to March, and then spring, April to June, summer, July to September, and then winter will be the October to December. So I'll show you all of the products that I'm bringing in for that project today. Once each of those months or seasons come through, I'll do more in-depth about the products that I'm using. And then for the love of pan, I think I only have one product that I'll bring in for that. Okay, first off, I think I'll start with the For Love of Pan because I only have one product that I'm going to be doing with that one. So for this one, it was created by Asura, and so this is just a product that you want to reach pan, or like that you love to use, or like that you just want to be using more intentionally. So the first product is this shadow that I depotted from the palette that I'll talk about next. I'm really excited to see how this looks because it's just not one that I've worked with a lot, but it seems so doable for me to use because it's like just an everyday shadow. So hopefully you can see that. If not, like I said, I will do a more in-depth about each of the products. But it's pretty loose in here, so maybe I can figure out how to pack it a little better. I don't want to dump it, but it's more of a bronzy color, so I could see it as like, the shadow, or I could use it as more of like a highlighter. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Okay, the next one I have is the 4 Seasons Winter Collection. So I found 3 products for each of the seasons. One category is eyeshadows, then we've got lipsticks and perfumes. So the first trio, I have this Ditto Venus palette, which is where this depotted shadow came from. It was this Mars that I had scraped out. I wish I wouldn't have, but I did, so that's where we're at. But this shadow palette is a really fun one. It's really great to travel with because I'm not too worried about, being gentle with it. So I think this will just be a nice one to get out of my collection so I can focus on some other things. But I've got the Moon, the Io, the Deimos, the Callisto, the Phobos, and the how do I pronounce that one again? Ganymede. And so this palette is not necessarily winter themed, yet this Ganymede shadow is based off of the largest moon in the solar system, which is a moon of Jupiter. And the reason that I have this one paired with winter is because it was discovered January 7th, 1610 by Galileo and Simon Marius. And so that was reason enough for me to pair it with winter, because like I said, I really just want to get some more use on this palette, show it the love that it deserves. And on my eyes, I do have some of this Ganymede on the outer corners, and then I have this Jupiter that is the shadow that's up here that I also depotted. So this is the shadow palette I'll be focusing on the next couple months. The lipstick is a Mary Kay Puro Murtillo color. This one, I don't know how I feel about this lipstick. This is the use that we have. I think I'll have to find a way to mark how much is in here, but it is a dirty, dirty lipstick. So I'll probably clean it up before I start the project. But this one, I think is a lipstick that I actually got from my mom, and I don't know how long she had it. So this is one that I'm almost kind of curious if I should declutter it. So I don't know, we'll see. It like looks and smells fine. The reason it looks so creepy is because sometimes I layer it with other colors for lipstick, because this can be a very dark color, and so at times like I'll mix it with a red, so it just becomes more of like a deep plum. Oops. I do have this one on today. It goes on very patchy and very dry. So I put it on and then I pretty much like wiped most of it off, and then I put like a gloss over it, and I'm kind of liking the look of it now, but we'll see how I make that one work. But all right, and then the perfume that I have, this one doesn't have a specific name, but it is a Maurices brand. So this perfume is one that I actually got from my sister, and I know we had this in high school. So this is probably at least like 12 years old, which I don't think perfume goes bad. And I don't know, she already decluttered it. I don't really wear perfume all that much, so it'll be interesting to try to make it more of my, I don't know, day-to-day. So those are the three that I'll focus on for winter. The shadows and the perfume I'll try to use every day. I think that's pretty doable for me. I did the shadows every day in December. I think there might be a couple days, like if I'm sick or just really not feeling it, that I probably wouldn't wear the perfume or something. But the shadow, I feel like I've been able to do that no problem. For the lipstick, that one might be a little hit or miss. We'll kind of see what that looks like. But like I said, the way that I have it now, I could see it as like every day. But okay, that is winter. Spring, I was going back and forth between two products to use. I decided to go with the smaller product to focus on because I'm getting married in June, and so I want to be sure that I'm not overwhelming myself with this project on top of having a big life event. So I decided I wanted to go more low-key. I'll just give you a glimpse. This was the palette I was thinking about, and so as you can see, this one has a lot of a lot of choices. And so I'll be making plenty of choices in the month of June, so I want to take it easy on myself. The shadow that I am choosing is this Meet Matrimony. And so this is by The Balm. Hope you can see it. This product I thought was pretty fitting, like I said, with getting married in June. My partner's name is also Matt. So again, it just feels in alignment with that spring season. So I think this color is kind of a, what do you call that? Like a maroon type looking? I don't know. Let me know if I just don't know my colors, but I think this will be a pretty decent one to focus on. I only have one to work on. I'm going to try to do my own makeup for my wedding, so we'll see how that goes. Like if this, color does seem like my wedding color, or I've got plenty of eyeshadows to choose from, but this will be the spring focus. For my lipstick, this one I know I'm going to be using for my wedding. This is a Maybelline Rouge à Lèvres, or the Mauve for Me. So this one, pretty brand new. I actually got my makeup done for my engagement photos, and this is one that she had given to me with the service. And so I also have a lip liner that goes with that. And so for the spring month, I'm going to be having bridal showers, all that stuff. And so I'd like to get familiar and like learn my vibe with this color. So that's what I'm thinking for that. The scent that I have is the Perfume EO essential oils. This is the Jasmine Absolute, very floral with this scent. And actually Matt gifted this to me, and so it feels again kind of fitting for the spring, as well as coming up to our wedding. So I look forward to getting some more use on this. And this one is just so subtle too that I could see like the roll-on being very easy to use. So okay, next is summer. So this palette seemed kind of like a no-brainer with the summer vibe. We have the Per Festival. We've got some nice sunglasses on the front. This one I think has a lot of potential for my summer months. I think these shadows up here will be so easy for me to use. These ones might take a little work. These shadows are actually pretty easy for me to use. Maybe not every day for work and things like that, but yeah, I look forward to this palette most definitely. The lipstick that I have paired with this is a NYX. Oh, Lucinda wants to get up. She's stuck there. This NYX San Paulo, just little lip cream that we have. This one seems, again, great for summer. I mean, San Paulo seems like it kind of fits the vibe a little bit, maybe. This is one that I was gifted from a friend who was decluttering their makeup collection, and so I don't know how old it is, but again, it kind of meets some of the requirements of, it smells fine, it looks fine. This one applies a little more dry as well, and I'm really not sure how much product is in here, so it will be kind of hard to gauge my progress on it. But like I said, I think I'm just going to focus on the amount of uses and try to go for daily, however that works. So the scent that I am choosing is Inkling Unify. This is probably my favorite scent that I have. This is one I actually did get new, I think probably 2019, 2020. And if you can see, it's about what, a third left of that. And so I'll be looking forward to the summertime with this scent. Okay. Oh. Okay, guess they're cuddling, but also nipping at each other. So I guess my lap does not have enough spots for both of them, but we'll make it work. Okay, the Fall Palettes lipstick and scent is one that we're pretty familiar with. So the Falling For You, the Ace Beauté, this one just seemed like it really fit. Lucinda is being a little aggressive. Girly girl, what is going on? She wants to lap all to herself, so. Okay, so anyways, this palette, again, we're pretty familiar with it. I'm so impressed with the use throughout December, so I'm looking forward to taking a break from this palette and exploring some of my other ones, and also being able to come back to it just seems so like motivating, I would say. So yeah, the lipstick is from Real Her. It's called the I Am Worthy. So beautiful lipstick. You can see that, hopefully. It is one of my more favorites. I use this most often, and I love the packaging. So I will be looking forward to this one. I think I got this the same time as I got this scent. I can't quite remember, but yeah, I think this will be a pretty easy use, great color for fall. And then the last scent I have is, and I hope I can pronounce this right, the Sacré Biel. I don't know, have mercy on me. But anyways, this is called the I Put a Spell on You. So seems very fitting for fall. And I actually got this from my neighbor friend who was gifting from some of her collection. So yeah, those are the products that I'm going to focus on for these two